Guys, thanks for tuning into our podcast. If you do enjoy this, please make sure you share it with a mate. It's not that much that we're asking. We really appreciate it. But yeah, just keep listening and hope you enjoy the banter that we've been having.
Do you not know who she is, Cotty?
No, I do now. I do now.
I'll have to get you back on when we do get Metamucil as a sponsor eventually.
This thing called the reverse scope piss, basically the same thing. Tuck your dick, piss in the trough backwards.
Was he blind before the Big Les show come out?
Lang Park, mate, Queensland.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to On the Piss. I fucked it. Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of On the Piss with Klutz and Das. We've got our good mate Ben. Mate, how are you?
Yeah, guys, good to be back for my second episode, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, yeah.
Imagine going to work for a day and then being like, you have to work as hard as you can for this day to be successful, and you work as hard as you can all day, and then you get to 5 o'clock and they go, oh, actually that didn't count, you have to start again and do another whole day's work at the same amount of effort. Would you have the same effort and outcome and output?
Fuck no.
Yeah, so that's
That's us right now.
set your expectations very low, because we just sat here for an hour talking shit and none of it recorded.
Well, it did, but not well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all out of zingers.
And you'll have to trust us in saying it was the best podcast yet.
It was
It really-
fucking cracker.
It really would have been the breakthrough episode.
Yeah. What did it be?
But here we are.
We're back.
We're back.
Who knows? This
We're
may-
back. I'm not going to lie. These two just went off to the toilet before. I may have nodded off for like 30 seconds while playing Candy Crush. Yeah, I'm back on the Candy Crush train.
Yep.
Yeah, nah. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Benny, we didn't actually get to mention it in the previous one we were going to do, but before that one, you said something you might bring to the table was 3 controversial topics.
Yeah.
That
Unpopular
may have
opinions.
Unpopular opinions.
Ah,
Have you?
I remember two of them.
Oh, it might be 2 controversial topics.
All right. This is a pretty mainstream one, but I
Yep.
feel like Josh, I know you'll get around it. Fillet of fish, best burger on the menu.
Wouldn't say best, but I'm up there with it. It's actually good if you get it fresh.
Yeah.
Because they steam the buns, hey? They do it
Yeah,
differently.
but get a lot of flack. And this one's from my own insanity. I think that Spotify is shit, and YouTube with ads has a better algorithm and works better for
Oh,
me.
mate. I have a bone to pick with you, Ben. 'cause
What?
Ben never has Spotify. And he
I have it
listens-
now.
How long did you not have Spotify for? And every time Ben listened to music, it'd be YouTube, and he'd sit through the ads.
I got Spotify 6 weeks ago.
So, and how old are you?
25 and a half.
Clearly
So-
fucking not.
So how-
Yeah, he just got on the Spotify.
How long do
train.
you reckon you've been listening to YouTube for on your phone?
Oh, fucking years,
Hey,
man.
did you use SoundCloud or just strictly
Nah,
YouTube?
Just strictly YouTube.
Did you ever used to illegally download? To then put
Well, I
it?
used to have the YouTube, that off like that black market YouTube where you could just save videos on there, and it was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was sick. But what I had YouTube with ads, so I could never lock my phone, so my phone was always on very fucking low battery. Yeah, it's just fucked, man. But like,
That's right.
but it knew me so fucking well. Like,
Yeah.
it still does. Like, it's just, I couldn't resist it.
I reckon the Spotify algorithm's pretty good. Like, they suggest good songs and shit.
Yeah,
That's right.
if you go through the radio.
Did you know that
Mainstream
there's
bullshit.
video on there already? Like, I knew when Joe Rogan sold his podcast and that they'll bring on video, but his podcasts are already on Spotify with video.
Yeah.
Oh, hectic.
Joe Rogan's. I figured that out the other day.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What do you think of his new setup?
It's pretty sexy. It's like a $3 million studio.
I like the old one.
Okay, here's
Yeah,
my
true.
controversial thing then. So
Yeah.
we've got 3. I'm not a big fan of Joe Rogan.
That's fair, man. feel
Like,
it
I
depends
just
on the
like
guest.
one of the boys at work listens to him,
If
and it's just too
why
scattered
would you listen to him when you
conversation.
could listen to us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
fuck.
saying.
If only you could have heard the
I
first
love
episode we
listening to
recorded.
myself
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
But
I
going
get
back
around-
to the fillet of fish thing,
Yeah.
because I love
I
food.
digress.
I love food. Love it. Yeah, I hear a lot of people give flack to fillet of fish, and you know what? I understand. I see where you're coming from. As a former McDonald's employee, crew trainer, manager, exile, black
Yeah.
sheep of the organisation.
Yeah. Big supporter though.
Big
Nice.
massive supporter.
Yeah.
Massive supporter.
If not, probably the biggest. Yeah.
Could be one of the biggest supporters,
Yeah.
as you can tell, right here. Thank you. Rub the Buddha.
Can you hold your mic down there? Yeah, bit of ASMR.
One more.
Around the belly button.
That was Ben clapping Josh's belly button. If anyone listening,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
quite crisp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
was good. There's a lot of water volume in there.
But also back to the filet of fish thing.
Back to the fillet of fish.
Is it fillet of fish or fillet of fish?
Whatever you
Well,
want
I
to
always call it fillet of fish.
Yeah.
Because we're Aussie.
Yeah.
Fillet, not fillet.
Filet sounds nice every now and then.
It
though.
does. It does sound a bit nicer. However, yeah,
Fucking Macca's back.
the thing at Macca's is they're all about policies, procedures, that sort of shit. But
Probably why
only
they're
as
like
long
the-
as it makes them money.
Probably why they're the biggest company in the whole of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. But what I'm saying is that
Hey,
at Macca's they've got
this kid-
timers. I'm sure a lot of people listening have worked at Macca's in their time. Probably
out
in
of
high
the-
school.
out of the 6 people, you reckon a lot of them would have listened?
One,
have
one
worked.
of them.
One of them, yeah. Pretty high
Um,
percentage, really.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a 1 in 6 chance
Yeah.
at least.
What percentage is that?
16 point.
Fuck. How'd you work that out?
I'm pretty good at that shit. It's like
Yeah.
16.5.
Yeah, but how'd you work it out in your head? Perplexes
Uh,
me how other people do it.
Okay, so 1 in 3 is 33%,
Yeah.
and half of that is 16.5. So therefore, it's like around that sort of
How come half of 1 in 3 is the same as...
1 in 6.
It's half of 3.
Oh, of course, yeah. So,
yeah,
yeah.
fuck, just get good, cunt.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't even drop cunt on the last one.
Yeah.
I've just done it
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're back in
This
a
one
big
is going to
way.
be funny. I
Yeah.
reckon.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, they got all these timers and shit on their holding times. And when the timer goes out, so I'm pretty sure the fish patty's like 30 or 40 minutes that you keep it in the heating tray.
And then you have to get rid of it after that.
Then you have to get rid of it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
A lot
It's
of
all
people will
good.
just double tap that bitch and just keep it going again. And sometimes when someone leaves a shift, another person comes on. You don't know how long that's been there for.
We got a Macca's
And it's just-
whistleblower on our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny story, actually. My current boss, Hunter, at Miss K's, who is soon to leave us and go to another establishment, but
Gutted.
that's all right, dog. He used to work at a different McDonald's, and he used to be a bit of. He told me this the other day. There was a manager that I think he might have got there late for a shift or something didn't happen, and this dude just absolutely roasted him out of nowhere. Just was such a dick to him, and Hunter just took it the wrong way and was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this guy's day an absolute living hell. So
Fair.
every single time a timer went off, he would hit the timer, get the food, chuck it out, and just keep doing that. And the dude was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm following correct procedures. That's right, yeah, he got roasted for some procedure he didn't do.
Oh, right.
And so,
So he
to
went
prove a
above and beyond.
point, he
Yeah.
spent 8 hours doing the exactly correct procedure, how you meant to do it. And the dude couldn't, and he was like, what are you going to do? Roast me for doing the correct job? And I was like, that is so good.
Yeah.
To people out there who have worked at Macca's, if you're listening to that, like, or if you're still working there, do that to your manager, particularly if you don't like him.
Do
Because
it for your customers too.
yeah, exactly. Do it for the
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Like lab blokes. Back yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
One more thing on the
yeah.
filet fish though. People who say they don't like it have never actually had it. It's disgusting.
You haven't
It's
had
foul.
it. You haven't had
Never
it.
actually tried.
fresh.
Oh,
Everyone who
see-
tries it go, that's fucking.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I've had it and I've tried it. And I wouldn't say I said it was disgusting, but I was like, I'd probably still get it.
The
Like,
steamed bun is a massive addition. I
Oh,
Yeah.
it's game changer.
let us know if you're
Another-
a fan.
another
maybe,
Macca's
maybe we
story,
can do
actually.
we can do a poll on Instagram.
Those steamers are a bit cooked. They're dangerous things.
That's what they do, isn't it?
My first ever shift as a manager was a 12 till 8, and I had a big night the night before. Surprise, surprise.
Yep.
It was a Saturday 12-8 lunch at Newmarket Macca's back in 2015. Newey Macca's at the time, and still is one of the busiest Macca's restaurants. Like
Yeah.
it just, I think we're doing
Currently
like
under
100.
refurb.
Yeah, it looks
Really?
good.
Yeah, it looks great.
But I
So
think
they
we're
just
doing
did
like 140, 150 grand a week. Big numbers. Saturdays were always fucked.
Nearly as big as the podcast.
Yeah. Biggest
I
rig in the
really want
convoy.
Macca's this conversation.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Me too. I'm just
fuck's
thinking about
sake.
maybe getting on the
I
way
got
home.
pizza at home, and fuck, I don't know. Maybe I'll get both. Anyway, my first experience as a manager at Macca's was we had this bloke who had a bit of a heart condition,
Where the
and
fuck is this
one of
going?
the steamers. And they tell you should know how to react to every situation. But tell me how I react to this situation. So the steamer, obviously, you need water going into that to actually create the steam inside of it. There was a split in the hose.
You must have done chemistry at school.
Fucking oath I did. And there was a split in the hose. And a bit of water spurted out and short-circuited the steamer. And then it also short-circuited one of the two toasters above it. And everything wasn't working. And we were like, okay, don't touch it. Like, it's...
Fuck.
There's a chance...
Hazard, yeah.
There's a chance... yeah, you know, that's a hazard. Don't touch it. This dude, he's gone and touched it and got electrocuted. And then
Fuck.
he's like, oh, I'm not feeling too good. So he's gone and sat down in the crew room. And I've gone like, hey, mate, you all good? And I'm fucked. Like, I'm still feeling pretty blind from the night before. And he's just in there having a bit of a seizure. And I was like, holy fuck. I don't know what to do because I hadn't done my first aid course at the time as well. The chick who was meant to be supervising me, she was going through some really scat times. She went and touched the same bench. She got electrocuted and she was sitting in the office just going like, and I was like, what do I do?
The whole crew's just shaking on the floor, and Josh is like, "Oh my god!"
And I was like,
Making quarter pounder.
Filet fish.
And yeah, so that was my first experience as a manager, and that is also why I'm not the biggest fan of the steam bun anymore.
That was a very long-winded way to say that you don't like the steam bun anymore.
How am I meant to react to that situation?
Yeah, I don't
man?
know, mate. Call an ambulance, probably what I would have
Just
done.
shut the door. He'll figure it out.
Rotten hell.
Yeah. Oh, shake and bake, baby, shake and bake.
Oh.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
We
yeah.
invented a new segment in the last recording, which, fuck, there was actually some. We're gonna have to get Ben on in like 6 months to tell all those stories again and stuff. But it was keep it or delete it, and basically we start the story by saying keep it or delete it, and then tell the story, and maybe we'll delete it and you'll never hear it, and that's where it'll end, or maybe we'll keep it in and you'll get to hear it. And I'm trying to think of like other funny stories we have, and
I got a good one.
Okay.
Keep it or delete it. So one of our mates, he'll remain anonymous. Renee.
Was it Eden?
Nah. That reminds me. Could have one about him. So.
Very niche joke. Very niche.
Yeah, so got a mate of mine. He wasn't dating this chick, but he was seeing her for a bit. Friends with benefits, we'll put it that way.
Didn't she work with him?
No. This is another one
Okay.
again.
Yep.
2 stories that will be keep it or delete it. So the first keep it or delete it is the way he met this chick was at the Albany Creek Tavern. Great place. He went home with her and he had GPS tracking on his phone. And anyway, he was doing the deed and his brother couldn't find him, and his brother was just wandering around the streets near the AC Tav because he could see on the GPS thing that that's where old mate was. Yeah. And anyway, our mate, I keep almost saying his name, saw that his brother was trying to get in contact with him and sort of just like texted in the midst of it. He hears something and he's like, oh, what the fuck? It sounds like someone's like walking around. Anyway, does the deed, gets a call from his brother, and he's like, come on, get out, we need to go. And he's like, what do you mean we need to go? And he walks outside, and his brother's out there, and he's got like 4 bottles of wine. So he walks into fucking this chick's place while our mate's doing the deed, and just
stole her
goes,
wine.
yeah, went into the fridge, nicked off with 4 bottles of wine, went back, and they just got blind till the early hours in the morning.
I'm trying to picture who this is.
I know.
But the
you
next,
know exactly who it
the
is.
next story, same chick. He's been seeing her for a while. He used to keep it or delete it. So he used to have these. Hang on, sorry. I'll start again. I just completely lost track of thought. I thought about Candy Crush.
You had the
Blood
game.
out.
Oh,
They're all
so
brain dead
scarred,
after
man.
first
Yeah, I'm
episode.
pretty brain dead. All right, keep it or delete it. Yeah. Anyway, so same mate as possibly the same story that's either been kept or deleted from before. He's taken this chick home. They've done the deed again.
Round
Fallen
2.
asleep.
Wait, same chick.
Same chick.
Did she ever find out about the?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't know. Anyway, falling asleep. His head's up one end, her head's down the other end. Weird. Whatever.
Very weird.
He wakes up in the
Very,
middle of the
very weird.
night and he just feels something really wet. And he just goes, oh, yeah, whatever. Like, fuck it. And just went back to sleep because he was too blind. Woke up the next morning and he's just like, nah, I'm drenched. Like, I'm saturated in piss. And he checked his crutch, but there was like, it was dry, and he's like, holy fuck, she's pissed herself. So, but she's still there. So he's like, he's gone upstairs, and he's hidden on the couch, and he's waited for her to, like, he just didn't talk to her or anything. He's just like, gone upstairs, had a shower, hid on the couch, and waited for the door to close. And then he's gone down and he's had a look and there's that much piss that it's just this massive circle on the bed and it's soaked all the way through to the other
disgusting.
side.
That's
So he was,
much piss also.
he was
Yeah.
messaging us in our group chat and he's like, this just happened. It's absolutely fucked.
Piss happens.
He's like, what do we do? He's like, what
Piss
should I
blow
do?
birds.
So we were
They call
like,
me.
obviously, yeah. He's like, I need a new mattress. Like, this is ridiculous. So he had the mattress outside, like, soaking. And he's just messaged her and gone, hey, obviously something happened last night. My mattress is completely ruined. I'd appreciate if you,
Bought me a new one.
yeah, like, help get the mattress or whatever. So I think she transferred him like $500 or something for a new mattress.
Mattresses are expensive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh,
Yeah.
actually, I can scrub it out. So he like sort of washed it, scrubbed it out, and let it dry a bit.
And just pocketed the 500.
Pocketed the 500. Went down the AC tab that Arvo and won a major.
Definitely keep that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think we can keep both those. We didn't
Yeah.
incriminate anybody.
cool.
I feel like we're only going to delete if it's incriminating.
Yeah. Okay.
I
fair.
surely have a story about Ben, I can tell, but I just can't. I'm just trying too hard.
Wish we had that video from Splendor.
Which one?
Oh, the wedgie one. Everyone's seen that. It's
Oh,
not even a secret
yeah, it's a
anymore.
wedgie one. That is a good one.
I love
Uh, I'm trying to think if that was the night. Keep it or delete it. If I pissed the bed at Splendor.
I don't know if it was the same night or not.
There's one night. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was that night.
I think I know this story.
When I
This is with Alice's like overalls.
no, that was a different one.
that. Jeez. How many times have you pissed the bed?
That wasn't even, the overalls wasn't even me. What happened was, I got Davies came up to me. Please delete this one. Anyway, so Davies came up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, the security guards in the campsite, like everyone's gotta like hide all their alcohol. Everyone's gonna be chill." I was like, "Oh, thanks for the tip, man." And he goes, "No, before you hide yours, we gotta hide this," and pulls out like a liter bottle of vodka. He's like, "We gotta drink this." I was like, "Oh, end of the night, yeah, we'll get rid of it."
Of course, yeah.
And like, so we start drinking this whole thing, like going like sip for sip, and he's just like speaking in tongues. And apparently so am I. And we're like just like poisoned with like alcohol. And like I always make sure on a big night I'll just make sure I can't sleep unless I go to the bathroom first. Was that fucking spastic? That Tim Wang in my head like literally like grabbed me by my collar and my belt loop, like this, and like hoisted me into my tent. And I was wearing so many layers as well, like soaked. Woke up like just soaked through the bone in piss.
Yuck.
And then like I remember at the time I was sharing a tent, and like the person I was with, she was like, "Oh, if one of us like pissed the bed, I could no one would know. We could just blame the other person." And I was like, and I tried it. She's like, "Nah, you're a fucking idiot. It was you straight away." and like she's like, "Oh, your punishment is I'm just gonna tell everyone." I was like, well, I don't really care because I am still fucking faced. So
Yeah.
that was my story.
I've never got that blind that I've pissed the bed, eh?
You're obviously not having that much fun then.
Yeah. It does sound like a lot of fun.
I certainly have. Lots of
You have?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck. I've never
Bloody
done that.
oath.
It
I've
happens, man.
pissed the bed before, but not because I was blind.
Oh, I gotta keep it or delete it. Speaking of pissing the bed, I have a story about someone tripoding themselves.
What?
Tripoding.
Piss,
don't say their
vomit,
name.
and shit.
Oh no.
So anyway, we were going to this gig at the Tivoli, and it was the night before he was supposed to move out of his mum's house. Anyway,
I'm trying to figure out who it is, but I'll probably figure it out later.
If there's a certain person who we've
he's Welsh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we all go to Sam Barker's house at Prees, as we always used to back in the day.
Still kind of do.
And anyway, Lockie Holiday was there, and this guy was like, "Oh, I can drink harder than you." Rah, rah, rah. So, and he tries to prove it.
I remember this.
Smashes a bottle of vodka, and he is fuck-eyed. He's like dying, and then like we're all about to go to the gig, so we're in the Gap. He's just in Mitchelton, and so some of the boys get him back to his mum's place and get him in the door. Then like he wakes up to his mum, and he's like pissed, vomited, and shat his pants completely.
That's so
And then
fucked.
he's supposed to be moving out of the house that day.
Oh. Shit
It was
his
just-
pants in his mum's
Yeah,
house.
Yeah,
That's
but what
so
a
fucked.
ending! What an exit!
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's pretty,
great,
yeah,
eh?
it's pretty poetic.
I
If
can't
you
say
will.
I've shit myself on the piss either.
No, I haven't.
Not on the piss, but like, I think it's probably worse if you're sober and you shit yourself.
Yeah,
I
true.
have.
Oh, depends. I'd prefer to be like sick
If
and
you're
shit
sick-
myself
If you're
than
sick, that's fine.
because I feel like if you're that drunk that you've shit your pants, you're like,
I need a reality check.
yeah, but it's like you're not even in good enough shape to fix it. Like you just got to ride it out.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Joe Rogan, I was listening to an episode with this
Speaking
guy
of
called
Joe Rogan 15 minutes ago.
yeah, well, it sort of ties into shitting yourself. Listen to an episode with this dude named David Goggins, who's like, he was like,
Gogginator.
yeah, he was like
Yeah,
this, he was like some fat dude, and basically he just like quit everything in his life, and then decided that he was gonna like turn his life around or whatever. He had a really hard like childhood and shit. His parents used to beat him up. Anyway, he literally was like, oh, I'm gonna get into the Marines or something, and he had to lose weight, and then he started running, and he like applied for this ultra marathon, and to be in it you had to like have run a 100-mile race beforehand.
Mm.
And this dude literally like pushed himself to the point where he broke all his feet and ankles and shit, and had like shit himself and pissed himself. It was fucked, just so he could lose weight to become a Marine.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
you should listen to it. It's pretty interesting.
That's really impressive, but I don't have that kind of
It's
conviction.
funny
at
how
all.
we're just
It's
talking
like-
about like our mates getting so fucked up they shit
Yeah.
themselves while old mates just trying to like become a US Marine.
Each their own, eh?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Each their
You know
fucking
which one
own.
I prefer to. I actually would prefer to shit myself being pissed than go that hard running. Yeah.
Break your feet and shit yourself,
Yeah.
or have a big night out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pretty hard one to get. Might break my feet, I reckon.
I meant shit yourself. Like if you had to shit yourself either way, which one would you prefer?
Blind.
Yeah.
So much fun.
100%.
So much
There's
fun.
no hesitation there
Oh.
at all.
That's funny as.
Yeah. True.
Just keep
yeah,
doing,
I don't
keep
know.
it deleted.
Well, unpopular opinions. Any other unpopular opinions, Ben?
Oh fuck! I had one before, but I forgot. So I'm very sorry.
I'm trying to think.
I don't like eggs.
I love eggs, but they. I
Oh,
said this last
Oh
time.
yeah. Think of you,
But
migraines.
update on the story. Update on the story.
yeah.
So it was Mum's birthday 2 weeks ago, and we got a boat out on the river. So I got my boat license, as mentioned in the lost episode, in the fabled lost.
Oh,
no! Did it again.
Oh, hopefully
Check
it's
the
okay.
settings. That's
I don't
why my
know.
last-
You can't fucking check it.
Was the voice wave going up when I
Yeah.
talk? Yeah, that's fine then. So yeah, back.
It's really hard to tell, but yeah, I think it is.
So yeah, mentioned in like the forgotten episode of an hour ago.
Foregone.
Yeah,
X-Files.
lost in the annals of history. So yeah, went out, had my boat license, went out for Mum's birthday on a pontoon boat, and they had a barbecue there, and I was cooking up because I like to cook, and these eggs were looking fantastic. I was like, fuck, I really want one. It's been like probably 18 months to 2 years since I had an egg. Had it.
Because they give you migraines.
Yeah, I can't handle it, man. It's like a drug addict, like a reformed drug addict. Like you love heroin, but you're never going to touch it again. 'Cause it's going to fuck you up. It's going to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just going to do it this once. It's a special occasion.
Just
And-
one time, won't hurt anybody.
And it was fantastic. It was delicious.
Oh, really?
Didn't hurt me.
No headache.
But I think it was because I was having such a good day. I don't want to like try it again because what if I
Yeah.
just have an egg before work and I'll have the worst day of
Fucked.
work ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question:
Yeah,
when
it's-
you've had the eggs, like, how did you have this egg on the week? Oh, the other week.
This one,
Like sunny side up.
no, it was
or-
fried both sides, but it wasn't like
Fried both
it wasn't
sides.
overly done.
Okay. Usually, when you have eggs that gives you migraines, is the yolk still runny or?
No, it's not just it can be runny, it can be
Okay.
fried, it can be scrambled. It can be,
Okay.
like it's like
It's a combination of.
I say like Like for example, like a
Bit of an
ramen egg.
existential crisis.
I'm
Yeah,
real-
it's fucked.
I'm
man.
really
It's
scared this
horrible.
is not recording again.
Can we
I guess
just
we'll
stop?
just run the gauntlet, eh?
Fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, fuck.
Are
We
you
could
guys allergic to
probably
anything?
pause it. We could probably pause it and check, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
For
we'll
sure.
check. VRV.
We're back.
Still recording.
Yeah, fuck yeah. This has been. Oh god, it's a.
Actually, just on this, like, fuck me. We didn't really have a YouTube episode this week until today, and even when we did, it was the one camera angle. So this comes out on Friday morning at like 4 a.m. or whatever. So
4 a.m. post.
well, I usually just schedule it really early
right.
Friday mornings when people wake up on Friday. It's ready,
Makes
right?
Much more.
Yeah,
Especially the best start to your weekend.
yeah. So last week, I'm fucking editing. I was like, okay, I really don't want to have a late night on Thursday night because obviously it's out Friday.
Yeah.
Because I always leave it till the last minute and I'm stuck fucking. And then you got to wait for it to export and it takes so long and then upload.
That sucks.
So I was like, Wednesday night, did it all, and I got to like, there was like 10 minutes left in the episode that I had to edit out of like an hour. And I was like, oh, so tired, I was like, I'll just do it tomorrow night. Went on the next night after doing other errands, so I didn't get onto it late, and the whole thing was just completely cooked. Like, it was just heartbreaking. And then I'm thinking, this week, Tuesday night, plenty of time, it's
Yeah.
fucked again. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Just give up.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
Das messaged me on Thursday and was like, fuck, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what do I say?
Oh,
Can I
Get back to
hand?
work.
yeah.
I'm mid-cod, so
I was feeling.
sorry.
That's why I'm
Breaking
feeling
up.
so tired. I was doing shit like not podcast stuff but other stuff till 1 a.m. this morning, and then had to get up at 6 for work. I just feel like shit, and now we have to record another episode, and I've used all my funny juice up. Not that there was
It's
much
a,
left.
It's a tough life.
To be honest, the back end of the last podcast wasn't much good either. So
Yeah. How about that evening you wore, eh?
no one else is gonna get any
Just-
of these jokes.
Just
Seb
before,
We'll have to come back in like 6 weeks and do a recap, and
just
we'll
before,
we'll listen back to the shitty recording and then recap it all.
That's a good idea.
Secondhand
actually, yeah.
reviews.
just before you mentioned that you had the boat license for the boat. Did you actually drive the boat that weekend?
So
for
the
your
long
mum?
the
Didn't
long
leave the garage.
So you,
Didn't leave the garage.
so you didn't need to mention you had a boat license. Just a big flex.
Yep.
Fuck.
Big time,
I
bud.
get that. I would do that if I had a boat license.
Well, I pay for it. Of course I'm going to mention it.
Tell the story again. I feel like it was still kind of be funny.
Yeah, alright.
No, not. Keep in mind, this is the second time in like an hour that Clutzy and I are hearing this story. So
So
I
the
guess
laughs are
great.
going to be completely genuine.
Yeah. it'll still be funny for people listening out there.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I can tell the Stafford Tab story.
Fuck yeah. You
yeah,
can.
tell
Anyway.
the Stafford Tap story, yeah.
Okay.
Do the boat license story first or your story?
Go boat license story first.
So, we have a friend called Jackson, and he has a place at Torbal.
How would you describe Torval, Ben?
Oh, well, I have a way I describe it. So, if you're at Caboolture and you head directly east towards the coast, there's this little pocket of like mangroves. There's just one desolate street there, and time moves so slow there. But we loved it. We loved
Great
it.
atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
Lots of
about
wildlife.
Yeah, lots of kangaroos.
Mangroves.
Yeah.
Mud. Soldier crabs.
Dugongs.
Dugong.
Yeah, that's a good story actually. Should tell that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, that involves Jackson being a dog as well.
I don't think I'm following that story.
Anyway, so we're going to Torbal, and there's like it's right on the water, and Jackson's family has like a big boat. And like Jackson's like, oh, Dad said because we were like 18 at this point, finished high school. I said, oh, if we get our boat licenses, he will let us take it out for the day. And I'm like, oh, well, fucking sick. And he's like, all right, who's keen? And me and another mate agreed to do it. And then like the night before, like we had to go do the boat license. It's like a whole day to get your boat license. I had this epiphany that I don't fucking need it. And like I text Jack, like, hey man, I think I'm just gonna pull out. It seems ridiculous for me to just drop $300 on something I'm just never gonna use. He goes, well, that's fucking so dog, man. You have to do it because I've already paid the deposit. Rah rah rah. I was like, oh fuck. Like I suppose I have to do it then. Kind of like dog him. I may as well like. He made it seem like the deposit was like over half of it, so I may as well just do the whole
Yeah.
thing.
How much
Get
was the deposit?
it. He never actually specified. But he made it seem like it was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, it's probably a fair bit chunk of it, so may as well just do it and get something out of it. Otherwise, I'm just paying money or nothing. So I went there, and we're in a classroom all day, well, most of the day, and they give you your test sheets, and they're all laminated, and they have whiteboard markers. So if you get a question wrong when you hand it in, they just wipe it out for you and tell you what the answer is. Anyway, so that's that's the most part of the day. And then to pass the final test, they take you out on their big boat, and they don't show you how to start a boat or like how to change the gears on a boat.
Or
how
get
to
it off a trailer.
Yeah, or get off from a boat ramp, or like how to untie the knot.
Just
That's-
assuming you just
yeah.
fall into a boat in
yeah,
the water.
exactly. Yeah. Imagine you just plonk there, and the boat's already on.
Oh,
and
sweet, I can
yeah,
drive.
yeah, I know. Give it to me, guys. You do all the hard work, and I'll take it from here. Which is actually what happened at Mum's birthday. Anyway, so we get out on the water, and the sea captain's like, all right, just do a figure of 8, and then you're done. So you just do a big figure of 8, and you get your boat license. Then I could have easily not showed up, and we get to Torval, and we didn't even get the boat out. We got the dinghy out, which we always get out, and he didn't let me drive it. So fuck that man. And that's my boat license story.
That's like classic Torval, though. That story just oozes Torval.
They're just fucking pestilence. And
Yeah.
just fucking
Actually, we were
not
talking about
fun.
it a few weeks ago when Seb was saying that he had to split pay pies at Torval. At the
That's so
Caboolture. At
Fuck,
the
dog.
Yeah, we were getting food for that, and it was like fucking $4 something, and he had to split pay cash and card. So funny.
I've been there though.
Can't say I've been there.
Good for you.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Must be very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. What's this Stafford Tav story?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell this with as much gusto as last time, but I'll do my best.
I don't know.
I don't know. I reckon it's pretty good. I reckon
It's
save it till like
So-
he
and
kind of
you
forgets about it,
Yeah, 'cause we have a new guest on, and
and they'll fucking crack up.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then them cracking up will make him laugh again.
yeah.
I feel
true.
like I already heard it, and it is a good story, but
Yeah,
I won't give the reaction it
Yeah,
needs.
'cause there's actually not that much funny stuff in it except for the punchline. So if you know the
Yeah.
punchline's not that funny,
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
okay, we'll
That's
save
alright.
it.
Yeah.
Then.
I love that story, but I rection save it.
Yeah,
I won't give you the reaction
it's
you
a
need.
hook to get someone back in for next
Oh,
week
yeah.
as well.
Then
a great
again, your part of that episode is the one with the proper mic, so you could just
It could
edit that
work.
out.
Yeah. Well,
Just
I
plonk it
deleted,
in.
I deleted the
now.
audio.
The anger and frustration.
Yeah, big
Oh.
time.
We didn't bring it up on the last one because usually other people bring it up, but the Broncos lost again.
Oh man, and I actually
Oh,
fucked
no.
up.
Actually,
I was
you know
saying it
what's-
was on Thursday night, and it was on fucking
it
Saturday
was on
night.
Saturday. You know what's funny is 2 a.m. this morning. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and this notification.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, this notification pops up from a mate of mine overseas. It messaged the page, and I don't know if you responded. I think I forgot to.
Uh-huh.
But it was from Nathan Jennison, so shout out to Jenno
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
listening. And he's like, actually, I'll get it up.
He was like, I couldn't
Basically,
figure out how the Broncos lost to the Titans or something. Was that the
exactly-
one?
Yeah. So basically, like, this bloke's overseas. I'm pretty sure he's in Portugal or something at the moment, just having a good old time.
Imagine being in Portugal and listening to this podcast. Surely you've got better things to do in Portugal.
We're in an ancient cathedral. Fuck. Benny's boat license.
So have a look here. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why the Bronx lost to the Titans until I listened to your latest podcast and realised Darcy early crowed them something dirty.
Yeah.
And it made me think, every single week that
Yeah.
they've lost, you've said that they're going to win by 13 plus, they're going to
Yeah.
win. The couple of wins
you're
they got at the
jinxing them,
start
bro.
of the season, you didn't mention anything.
This is the first season that we've been doing the podcast. Well, it's the first season in a long time they've gone so badly. So who are they
Stop.
playing this week?
Couldn't tell you.
Also, I had it so
Doesn't
wrong. I
matter.
thought they were playing Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, Friday morning, but listen to this, the Broncos have already won. They hadn't even played yet.
No wonder
the
they're
problem.
fucked, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe they were listening and they tried to turn up early.
Maybe.
I don't know how that works, but
They've never fucking turned up since
Yeah.
the start of the season.
fucking oath. But the Reds have, and that's all that matters.
Actually, random story I just thought of before that I hadn't told on the first installment that no one will ever hear except for us.
Please continue.
Last night when you were saying getting ready to go to bed at 2 o'clock, I was up pretty late last night as well, and I went to sleep, and I just like passed out as soon as I hit the bed because it was so late. And I woke up to like, I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Because I'm living with my girlfriend and her parents at the moment, and all the lights are on. I checked my phone, it was like 2:30. I was like, what is going on? And I went out, and my girlfriend was like, oh, where her bedroom is like right near the side gate, and it's quite loud when it opens and closes. and there's a young guy who lives in a granny flat down the back.
Mm,
So
sure.
it's not unlike him to come in and out late, but not that late, like 11:30, 12, not 2:30 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Good bloke, though.
Great bloke. So Rachel's like, I think someone's opened the side gate and is in the backyard. It's like, fuck. So we had all the lights on and we're like looking around and didn't find anything. And because Rachel's dad was awake and he was half asleep and I was half asleep and a bit rattled, but he was like looking back at me, walking down the hallway to go back to bed, and he turned around and walked straight into the wall, like full tilt. And it's like 2:45 in the morning and I was just pissing myself. Like, yeah. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Just boom, straight into the wall.
Oh, I
Ooh,
love that.
Forgot that
Suck a
wall was
dick
there.
down.
Yeah. I've only lived here for fucking 20 years.
There's nothing funnier than that sort of shit happening.
They also have this like screen door to go out the back, and it's like real thin. You can't see it. And I've walked through it so many fucking times, and you like pull it off the runner. It's just a nightmare.
I just thought of something of myself walking into a wall, actually. In year 12, I had to have a day off school because Mum had already gone to work. I woke up late when I was meant to get up at like 7:30, have my shower, have my brekkie, get changed, go to school, walk to school. It takes about 20 minutes to get there.
Quite a big walk from your house.
Yeah,
Through
but I'm-
Doro?
yeah, I didn't think
through
about
Dora, and it's all downhill.
Yeah.
The walk home sucks. The walk there, not
Yeah.
not bad at all. I was powering. Like, I just knew I think I got up at like 8 o'clock or something, or 8:15, and I was like, fuck, I am going to be late, and Lawso is going to rip my dick off. Anyway, I've gone running around the house, and I've run to the dryer, and I've grabbed my clothes out of the dryer, and I've turned around quickly and just smacked my head so quickly into the wall, and I fucking fell over, and I'd actually concussed myself. So, I laugh at people walking into walls, but I know where you've been. Like, literally, I called up Mum and was like, I can't go to school today. She's
know
like,
where
come
you've
on,
been.
Joshua, you need to go. I was like, I just smacked my head against the wall. I think I've concussed myself.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the doctor, and yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, you got a concussion. I was like, oh, fuck, yeah.
Do you want to hear a story about
That's definitely with some footy, but
this one time in grade 9, I took a day off school because this is such a lame story as well. I thought it'd be cool because I had seen like smoking in like a movie. Like, I want to fucking like smoke something. So I was playing this whole elaborate ruse on my parents to take the day off school. I'd roll up a post-it note just so I could try and smoke it.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Ben, are the rumours true that you came to Marist because your cousins who... Marist is a school we went to, and you came in grade 10?
Yep, second term, grade 10. I know where the story's going and it's false.
I think it's true. So Ben's cousins were already at the school, and he spent New Year's with them, and they had fireworks. And Ben...
It wasn't New Year's.
Well, whatever. Some night they had fireworks, and this story goes that Ben came up to his mum after it and was like, oh, my cousins are so cool, they're playing with fireworks, I want to go to Marist.
Well, here's a fucking deal, alright? I get this fucking story all the fucking time and I hate it. They were my fucking fireworks. They came to my house, so I had beers. That was a cool cousin.
What happened?
I don't know. But I don't know. It's not the case, but I can't shake it because everyone just throws it in my fucking face. The fireworks were a nice touch at graduation. Don't get me wrong, I loved them. That's not the reason I changed school. Are you fucking insane? I have no comeback to it. It's the worst part.
that'd be enough for me, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was also a great time at graduation. So
Do we have any, I can think of one of our mates, story we probably don't want to tell on air, but stories that were false that just stuck. Think of Jackson Buckbear, you all know the story. Yeah.
Keep it or delete it. Yep. I think I've already brought this up before on the podcast, but I think it was back in year 8 or something. Someone
I don't
started
know if we can say this is so dog.
this is definitely a delete, but say it anyway.
Nah.
everyone.
That's all right. Oh, yeah. Jackson was the BHP, also known as the Bumhole Pirate. And someone just randomly started up a rumour that he fingered his bum. And it stuck. And we still bring it up, and he still gets
And he
annoyed.
has the longest nails too.
Yeah.
Surely we can.
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it was just a rumour.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also a dog, apparently.
Yeah.
He dogged you and Eden.
Yeah.
After Eden dogged you.
Yeah. I
How
can't think of
so?
any other stories though. Like any other false stories that just stuck. Oh, can we talk about Sam thinking he won the pokey algorithm? Fuck, we talked about so much funny stuff in the first
No,
one.
no, no. We could definitely talk about.
So
that.
we have a friend who's definitely listening, Sam Barker, been on the podcast, big supporter, and he wholeheartedly believes that he had cracked the formula to the online emu casino and knew how to just win money every time. And he reckons he was like 12 grand up for the year.
Samuel, I'm looking at you right now. All right, you're watching us on your big TV and your big fucking bedroom, and
Also, his bedroom is painted half blue, like bright blue and half bright orange, because he
Composite colours there.
couldn't decide which one he liked better. It's literally split down the
Yeah,
middle.
they're two most like polarizing.
It's the most
colours.
fucked thing I've ever seen. Literally, it's split down the middle. He's got two different colours.
I
in
actually
his
only
room.
saw that for the first time the other day. He sent me a Snapchat, and my mind was blown.
It's
and that
so
further
weird, mate.
shows me how out of touch he is,
Yeah.
because there is no way in hell that you could work out an algorithm to the pokies. Like, you are so delusional.
They tried doing like Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
Which I watched last night actually.
Bit of a movie buff, old Ben.
Yeah, big
you
time.
are.
Yeah,
But-
back to the pokey. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was going to say, like, Sam, there's no way you found it out. You say you won all this money. No one
Where's
ever
the
saw
cash?
it.
Yeah.
No one ever saw it. You clearly never saw it either because, well, it didn't fucking happen. Yeah, basically, go to bed with a mirror and wake up to yourself,
Yeah.
please.
Cop
I've never
that.
heard that
Yeah.
term before, but I like it. Go to
good.
bed with a mirror. Nice.
Yeah.
Go to bed with, I said it one day and I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah.
But I'm not saying if you said it, mate.
That's all right, man. I can't believe I have no more stories about me
Yeah,
and
but
Ben.
these all have fucking good ones.
I know, yeah.
We tend to see a lot of trippers in the car when we're together.
Yeah, me and Ben
Oh, yeah.
always see like people just off their head.
You said that to me one day when we were going to meet Ben at, no. That's right, yeah, I was with you two. We're going to drop off Ben at Gasworks to see his sister for
Oh.
breakfast.
We're at
When
Sam's
we-
house, yeah. It was
yeah,
like
when we
it was
dropped him off at
2.5
like
hours
1
late.
o'clock.
yeah. Ben's like, can I get a lift tomorrow to, I gotta go, yeah, no worries. And we get there at like lunchtime and Ben's like, oh, I'm a bit late for breakfast.
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Just the best thing was is that you guys literally just said as we're going past the Echo, oh yeah, every time we drive together we always see someone just like so whacked out. There's just this bloke just like jumping up on the side of the street, like
Oh.
whacking his legs and shit.
The first
and
time I
it's
ever
just-
saw was the funniest by far. I was near the Alliance Hotel, and there's this like shirtless dude just like stumbling down the street. And I don't know how to explain it, but you know those like telephone things? that
Like
there's-
cylindrical
yeah,
posts, yeah.
and they've got like
Yeah.
a thing on top. And when you see people, the telephone technicians using, they pull them off and they're all like wires
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
And this dude walked past and slapped it, and the top spun, and he was so surprised, like on the side of the street, and he's just spinning.
It was brown cardigan worthy
oh,
for
it was
sure.
so funny. We used to see them all the time.
Oh, it's spectacular.
Ben's, I think we talked about it on the previous podcast, like the first episode we did with you, not the one we just recorded, but about how Ben and I used to throw events and parties together, and Ben's favourite move was, hey man, I'm not going to get too drunk tonight, I'll be responsible and like make sure the event
So this
goes
was
well.
the first episode I was on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and then like 20 minutes later, be absolutely blind.
Yeah, we know
love
you
it.
put in the hard yards. You wanna relax.
What about the one at the event we did at the Vic when you fucking...
You also mentioned this on the first episode as well.
Okay, well, I won't tell
I'm
you.
Yeah,
gonna
so
say
it's a pretty
actually,
good
I gotta
story.
say, I see where you're coming from now with the whole event thing. When we had our event the other week, I was like, oh, probably should try and keep myself together for most
Yeah,
of
but
it,
w-
and
the-
then set in large for the end. I completely forgot we were gonna have a chat,
Yeah.
and when we got up there, so we got up there to talk with Wade from Ballistic, just have a chat about the beers and whatever. I was rattled. Like I had no idea what I was doing. I was so fucking blind. And then we were doing the giveaways at the end.
Yeah.
Can't tell you who won what.
We were just handing
actually
shit out left, right, and centre, eh?
Hunter, my boss.
Yeah.
He won a ballistic pack, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Boundary Hotel afterwards, and he just forgot everything. Left it at the Boundary.
Oh,
Woke up the
got it.
next day and was so upset with himself.
That's what you get.
Speaking of the
Yeah.
Boundary, that place is fucking nice now, man.
Really?
They've done it up unbelievably. When I first went there, when I was 18. They used to have like the big Sunday sesh, kind of like where it is at
Yeah.
Stockies
Is-
now.
Sorry, is the Boundary at West End?
Yeah, across my archive.
Yeah.
Like first time I saw some guy get dragged out by his jaw by security,
Fuck.
and now it's like this
James
nice,
Roberts.
like bougie, yeah. Yeah, now it's like nice and like all nice and white and like cool kind of like resort kind of
Mm.
vibe.
I've actually got a talking about that sort of stuff. I've got a bit of a bone to pick
With the
with
Paddo?
with Paddo, now the Boundary, those sort of places. To me, a pub like
Yeah.
that should be
A pub.
a
A bit
pub.
shit.
Gentrification.
I
mate.
actually don't really like the look of the Paddo at the moment. They've done it up. It's
Or
all
the feel.
wide. And like the feel. It's just
I miss the purple.
I don't really like the Paddo in general.
yeah. No, I'm
I like the
pretty
deck.
against it.
Also, 47 minutes in, we're coming live from the Caxton.
Holy
Hey.
shit!
Mentioned it 5 times at the start of the other episode.
Fuck.
Uh,
I love the Caxton
yeah.
a lot.
I like it too.
I wonder, do you reckon it would be funny if we had headphones listening to the first episode trying to repeat it back through to see if it worked?
Mine
would
would
be
just sound
so
like.
I was actually thinking today of stuff I wanted to talk about with Ben on the podcast. And I was going to try and say, I'm going to try at the start, like, I want to try and get 2 laughs out of Ben. You have one when you laugh really hard, you go, ha ha ha. And you have another where you just go, oh.
I'm not gonna laugh anymore on this fucking show.
There it is.
Fuck you. We use a little piggy snort. before.
Yeah.
yeah, I snorted in the last episode. Won't hear that again.
People always comment on my laugh
Yeah.
because I have so many different. There's one I get like a cackling hyena.
Yeah, Jonesy actually messaged me and said Clutzy's little girl laugh makes me laugh every week.
Ah, fuck.
Also, Jonesy, if you're listening, we did talk about food pairings in the last episode. We're not going to talk about it again because
I said Thai with beer. So
yeah,
just in
I don't
case
know. I think Italian with a red Peroni.
yep. And I think I
Lovely.
just said lots of salty finger food.
Finger food is the way to
Nice.
go though.
5
Oh fuck.
Are we 47 minutes in already?
48 and a half.
Wow,
Shit.
that second podcast.
That
just
second
flew
bloody
by.
actually
Yeah.
went so quickly.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the first one. Just we took chunks out of it.
The best chunks. We should do this every week.
Fucking oath.
I'm going to go home tonight and write a list of itemize everything we spoke about. So when we come on in like 6 weeks and forget about it, we're like, oh, and then we talked about this and tell the story.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Just make sure this one's fucking recording.
Oh, yeah. If it's not, I just give up.
If it's not, there's no podcast this week.
Yeah. Talking about keep
No,
it.
we'll see that. Then.
If you're talking about keep it or delete it, this whole
Yeah.
podcast might be deleted.
Actually, something I mentioned at the end of our podcast we recorded an hour ago until it didn't record. I got a bone to pick with a lot of you TikTok people out there.
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
Stop paying out the carpet. It is culture.
It's great.
What is
carpet.
wrong with the carpet?
Nothing is wrong with the carpet.
So many people comment on our TikTok videos saying, like, look at the old carpet. Oh, shitty carpet. What's with the carpet?
Yeah,
Is
how-
that a bus?
How's
You
your
record out of a
personal
bus?
podcast studio in a pub going?
Yeah, exactly.
How's the carpet look?
You know what, Raylene? You're
Fuck
42
off.
years old and you're on TikTok. Get off.
Fuck
it, love.
off.
Exactly. Fuck off. Leave us alone.
Is Raylene a real person?
No, she is now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's probably someone out there called Raylene. believe it
There
or not.
is. She's my girl from Macca's Newmarket. She works Monday, Tuesday nights on the drive-through. And
Fuck, how often do you go to Macca's to know the roster?
well, I used to work with her,
Ah,
and
okay.
she's
Makes
always
sense,
worked
yeah.
Monday, Tuesday. She's been
Yeah.
there for like 20 years.
We should go check her out. Say hello
you
tonight.
horny bastard.
I just want a fillet of fish, mate.
Can I get a
fish? I'll take that one.
Tell you what, the fillet of fish is actually the sponsor of this week's podcast.
Yeah. And people won't even know why, because the first episode was not recorded.
No, I'm pretty sure
Also-
we spoke about the fillet of fish
Again,
at the start of this
Sorry,
one.
it's just one big podcast for me
It's
now.
all a mess now.
I also want to do a
Got mashed
keep it
potato
and
for
delete it where we
pies.
delete it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell a story and delete it starting now. But I actually don't have a story, so we'll just cut this little part
Can
out.
you delete my first one? 'Cause it's just not fucking.
What was it?
I pissed the 10 at Splendor.
That's if you
I
want.
think I just poorly told it. I'd rather retell it properly.
Yeah, well, you just ruined. You just told it again. So
But we're deleting this
But
one.
we're
aren't you?
deleting this part.
no, we're not.
You just said we were. Ah, you fucking.
Ah, that was.
It's not that I'm
fun.
embarrassed about it. It's like I could tell it way better.
Uh,
I feel like I'm fucking scat from the first episode.
yeah. No.
It's alright. What's coming up? Oh, now I know it's only Tuesday. What's coming up this weekend? Anything? Anything on the horizon?
Should we?
Something out of character for me actually.
Mm.
Going on a hike on Saturday
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, it's
Very
fun.
zen. That is fucked.
Yeah. Zen Dannets.
It's funny, you can't actually, when you upload episodes, you can't use the same name twice. So I won't be
Yeah.
able to use Ben Bennett again, so I might use
Zen
Zen
Dannets.
Dannets.
You can use Dan Dannets. It's like when I had to call Liam Kennedy in high school for the senior video, and his mum is like partially deaf in one ear, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. And I called the home phone. I was like, "Oh, hi, Mrs. Kennedy. Can I please speak to Liam?" And she just screams down the hallway, "Liam, Dan Dannets is on the phone." Yeah, he is one of the two. Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I
not good.
will. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, but Zen Dannets works as well.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
We've got something pretty exciting coming
Yeah.
up.
Lay it on me.
We're not gonna. It won't be out this weekend, but you know, October.
Ah, yeah.
People take a month off,
Yeah.
which I get. It's good to take a break sometimes and
Mm.
get healthy. Like, I'm all for that. But I just think this year should be an exception.
Yep. Definitely.
I don't want to knock the whole October thing. I think it's good, but
Good message behind it for sure.
yeah, but this year with COVID and everything happening, I really think that the hospitality industry will have suffered quite a
Mm.
bit. And
They fucking have.
Clutzy and I, with the backing, just going to say the backing in advance because no one knows about it yet, but we're surely going to get behind it.
Mm.
We're waging a war.
Killing in the name of the hospitality industry against
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, Bloody
Yeah.
Brilliant Beers versus
We-
October. We're going to be visiting 31 pubs in the month. Pubs, venues,
Pubs, venues,
Breweries.
bottle shops, breweries, that sort of
and
shit.
we're going to do a quick little review of each one, how you can get out there, get around them, support them. So,
Nice.
keep
Yeah,
an
so
eye
it'll be
for that.
good. It will be. We'll try and get to the south side as well because I know a lot of people have mentioned to us that we don't give the south side enough love. So if you
Yeah.
got some good spots on the south side, let us know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd just be a good initiative. Yeah, like obviously we encourage responsible drinking on here
occasionally.
most of the time. Sometimes.
Rarely.
I just put that in because my dad roasted me the other day about how we just constantly talk about getting pissed. Well, grow up.
It's in the name, Mick. So
You were our age once, mate.
Yeah.
So it's fuck it. There you go, Dad. Listen to that, mate. But yeah,
Got that one, Dad.
no, yeah, obviously, yeah. October has a great message behind it, but it would just be awesome if people could get out to these places that we're going to be going to. Got a couple, pretty much, that we know we're going to go to pretty quickly and
yeah,
get them on board. Yeah, if you guys can go to them,
doesn't even have to
That
be the ones
doesn't
we
have to-
choose.
yeah,
Just your
exactly.
local.
Just go to your local.
Yeah.
That's something that when we've spoken to a lot of people in the industry over this time, they've just said, like when we've asked them how to support them, they said, no, fuck it, support your local. So no matter where you are, make sure you support your local during and help us fight against October.
We'll have the content rolling out over the month of October, but we might start doing some market research this weekend.
Definitely. It's going to be a big weekend, I think.
Unlike all the other ones.
Apparently it's Ladies' Day at West's. Don't know what the ladies will be looking like at West's, but that'll be interesting. J-Bor in a dress could be fucked. I reckon that
It
would
is
happen.
fucked. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but
Surely we have some stories from working there, Ben.
At
Oh,
YP.
we could tell a real fucked one.
keep it or delete it.
Keep it or delete it. It's not even about Ben. Keep it or delete it.
Awesome.
Oh.
It's a shame that people won't hear that.
It's a shame, yeah.
It's part of the game, though. Keep it or delete it. Our new favourite segment.
It is pretty good. But I
Yeah.
like the game you played on me. That was fucking sly.
What game?
We said let's delete this part here, just so we have a part to delete. Then I.
You already
spoke
told
up.
the story.
I know, but you just fooled me. That's all.
I wasn't going to until you told it again anyway. And then
Well,
you're
then
like,
I feel like a big idiot even now for bringing it up a second
"Ah,
time.
you fool.
It seems that way.
You know what's
man.
actually
Player
funny?
hate the game.
Last week on the potty, we were talking about speaking Mandarin, and Clutzy said ni hao, and I was like, oh, I don't think that's Mandarin, and it actually was. Seb's
Yeah.
like, I actually think that is. Now you sound like a fuckwit, and I was like, ha. Actually googled it last night. It's right. That's how you say hello in Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ni hao.
Yeah. Shay Shay. Let's thank you.
Is it?
Well, shay shay to you, Ben.
And Shay Shay for having me on, boys.
Shay shay for coming on, Ben. It's been
Shay shay.
57 minutes, so we can probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
Exactly the same length as the other one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Still feel like the other one was better.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably. But either way, we're gonna have a slap now.
If you're listening,
Fucking
you'll never
dinner.
know.
It's like 8 p.m.
Yeah, I just want to go to sleep, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna wait for this video to download, so I'm gonna go have another slap.
Yeah, and I've got to get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to stay at my house? It's comfy.
Nah.
You'd be
Alright.
a good little cuddly teddy bear.
Let's not stay in my bed.
Yeah.
Couch, towel.
Nah. I think I'll just
Soap.
go home. Soap.
So
Alright, fair.
good COD character.
I don't play COD anymore. I used to a lot, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
Well, then you grow up. I haven't.
No, my brother moved down, took the fucking PS4, the dog.
No, he moved to Ashgrove and then became an actual cool kid.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
That's what they say. Yep.
All right.
Right.
Well, guys,
Fuck you, doing
thank you.
Kedron. It's boiling hot over that side of town.
Oh, if you think the roads are hot in Kedron, let us know.
That's a controversial topic.
Yeah, Ben thinks the roads in Kedron are hot.
They are. No, I'm saying the whole suburb is hot, and Stafford too. Here's my piece though, because there's a lot of main roads running through there, and they're wide roads. There's less greenery, so there's like a
more
lot more like
tarmac.
tar heating it up. So everyone's front yard is dead.
There's more asphalt.
Yeah, there's less big trees, so everything's fucking hot over there.
I also don't think there's more main roads in Kedron than like the Gap.
Fuck yeah, have
You
you
ever
had a
seen
Gympie
Gimpy
Road?
Road?
You ever
Webster
seen
Road?
Waterworks Road?
Stafford Road?
Yeah, Waterworks
Mate,
Road's like
no.
what? Two
You
lanes
have
wide?
you have
Four
the
maybe?
start of the highway, man.
That's not in Kedron.
But it starts from that point there, it just moves.
There's a
onto
lot
the
of
coast.
concrete in Kedron.
Mate, it's a lot of concrete.
It's a
It's
concrete
hot.
jungle.
It's boiling hot.
Anyway, let us
You
know
have to
in the
wear
comments.
sunscreen when you leave the house?
No.
You should.
You should.
Let us know if this is very niche. If you're listening and you happen to live on the north side of Brisbane, let us know what suburb you think's hotter, Kedron or
Make this the
the Gap.
Instagram highlights. I want to see this topic get discussed.
Let's
It's
have a-
fucking steaming over there.
If I have a look at the temperatures right now.
while Clutzy's doing that.
Actually, that won't make any sense because it's night time.
You go midday.
The other two things we always neglect to shout out till the end, which we should. We're raising money for the Black Dog Institute for mental health research. Rocking a mullet for them. Just fart.
Yep.
Rocking a mullet for the
Thanks,
month.
man.
So if you want to donate, the link's in the Instagram bio. We'd really appreciate it. And number 2 is Cameron Munster. We can't wait to have you on episode 100 of the podcast
Can't believe
in
it's
2
happening.
weeks. 2 weeks, 2 years
Yep.
time.
And shout out for your birthday the other day, mate.
Yep.
I know you're listening. We're not weird and creepy. We're just fans. So thank you.
Yeah. Yep. That's fair.
Nah,
Yeah.
we're fucking.
I was gonna say I'm not a fan, but
scattered.
I'm a big fan of Cam Munster. Yeah, Queenslander,
Massive fan
loves
of
the
Cam.
piss.
If you're not a fan of Cam Munster, how can you not be? Like, the bloke epitomises, the boys.
Yeah.
I saw his Instagram Instagram shit the other day. Kempy shared something on his on the Bloke in a Bar page the other day, and it was Munster. I don't know if you could recognise him, but with short hair and those pink DTs
Yeah.
dancing. That was just him on the piss with his mates. Just
Keeping
having
you
a
up,
good
Benny.
one.
Sorry, this is my second
love it.
podcast of the day.
Do you want to plug your potty before we go?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all the time we've
got.
got.
The Rolls Royce of the Caxton podcast.
Fuck off.
Hasn't released an episode yet. I got a podcast coming out with a few friends. It's called Can't Get Fooled Again. It's a very ill-formed trivia podcast, but I like it, and you
That's all
should
that
too when it
matters.
comes out. So keep an eye out for it. And yeah, cheers. Thank you for the plug.
No, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for gracing us with your time.
Share,
Thank you. Shay
Share,
Shay indeed,
share.
boys. Shay Shay lad.
I was going to say ni hao for now, but it means hello for now. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you for making it this far.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, fuck. It was a... my brains are mashed potatoes at the
Same.
moment. It's not the best, not the worst. But yeah, thank you for listening. Share it with some people if you don't, as we said in the last one.
Yeah.
We won't know,
We
but
won't.
we'd appreciate it anyway.
We really would.
Yeah, so
And
as
we'll
always,
we'll
guys.
probably see you again next week.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Give him heaps.
Indeed.
Bye.
Maybe delete the whole episode.